EWC. Thank you, Ana Maria.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's a real pleasure to be here, especially when we're having hundreds of competitions all around the world at the same time. So, first of all, thank you so much to all the partners who made EWC Mexico possible, Inc. Monterrey, Startup Mexico, and all the partners and judges who are here today joining us to see and meet the incredible startups and solutions that are going to be presented here, all the startups that are participating and selected as finalists. So as many of you know or may not know, EWC started in 2019 with an idea, as many of you have just started with an idea. And thanks to the leadership of the Global Entrepreneurship Network and the Miss Global Forum, we started working with our network in 180 countries, inviting countries to participate and join us as partners to lead competitions at the country level. EWC couldn't be possible without, of course, our global partners and global hosts, the Global Education and Leadership Foundation, One Valley, and a collection of ecosystem partners that support us in all around the world. We're currently working with 100 countries. So that means that we're partnering with 100 countries to make sure that we can bring EWC to you, this opportunity to you, which is not just a competition. EWC is more than a competition, it's a program, it's a community, it's a global entrepreneurial ecosystem. There is nothing more important for an entrepreneur to be and belong to a community that believes in you, that wants to see you growing and wants to see your success. We started applying, receiving many of participants that are supporting us across the world. But more importantly, through our competitions, we welcome all the startups, idea, early stage, and growth. And all of you will be competing and participating within your stage, within your category. So that is very important. And we welcome everyone, regardless the stage, regardless the geography and the sector. And it is important. Why? Because this year we want to make sure that we can recognize all the leaders, pioneers in the countries, and pioneers that are really working so hard, that we need to be able to showcase your solution at the global level. So EWC, we work in 5 more very key, I would say, points. The first one is access to capital. As many of you know, it's an ecosystem. We work with a community of investors. Last year, we also welcomed more than 120 venture capitalists from all around the world. And we develop as well our investor portal where investors can connect with you directly. Second is access to knowledge. So for some of you who have already participated in Accelerate 1, you already know the program. For some of you that will be moving on to Accelerate 2, we do have an acceleration program. It's a world-class education program and mentors available to you to support you in the next phase moving forward. Third, it's the connections and access to markets. And I think that one is very important for some of you who are looking to grow and expand your business to other countries, to other continents. So that is a community that at Gen, we're really proud to support as well, the expanded internalization with our network in 180 countries. And fourth, and very important, is visibility. Visibility so you can show your business not just at the national level but also at the country level. We'll be having great events coming up. So we have the Global Entrepreneurship Week. It's coming up early in November, followed by the Global Entrepreneurship Congress, where we welcome 180 countries that are going to be meeting in Riyadh at the same time as at the Global Finals, celebrated at the Miss Global Forum on November 16-18 this year. So the great news today that I want to really share with you is that thanks to the extraordinary work that Mexico has done, you have been allocated 3 slots for the winners of today. That means that the champions will be moving to the next stage, Accelerate 2, and the first place will be guaranteed to be participating representing Mexico at the global finals in Riyadh. We hope this year we can do a live event, but of course we're going to be open as a hybrid event if things and COVID allows it. Without further ado, I want to congratulate all of you for being here, for being selected. I want to make sure that this community and everyone who's hearing us here today connect with you. Make sure that we belong is a community that support. If you're a judge, I know how difficult it will be to make the selection. It's going to be very challenging. The finalists are amazing. So I want you to invite you to enjoy this process, to also connect with the community and make sure that we all enjoy the process and that we select the great representation that's going to be in Riyadh with us in November. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Ana Maria. Such a great news that you have shared with us. And now I want to thank our jury for being present with us today, and to whom I will present now. We have today with us Ron Oliver, who is Director of Internationalization of Startup Mexico. Welcome, Ron. Also, we have today here Jose Manuel, which is Director of Technology Projects Marketing for Public Centers at CONACYT. And he's also Director of Innovation at a Corporate Innovation Consultancy. Welcome, Jose Manuel. Also, we have here Rogelio de los Santos, co-founder and managing partner of Dallas Capital. Her chairs Institute of Emprendimiento Eugenio Garza Lagüera at Tecnológico de Monterrey. Thank you very, very much for being here. And now our finalists will present a 3-minute pitch, followed by a 3-minute question and answer session. So now Marisol will be helping us out the startups and judges with their time in order to be time with every intervention. Okay, so the first category that is going to present the idea stage today, it's going to be Alphasense. So please welcome our first participant. So now you have 3 minutes.
Did you understand what we just said? Don't you think there are enough communication barriers already? Did you know that just in 2020 in Mexico were recorded 7 million people suffering from both hearing and vocal impaired abilities? That's how we met Arturo, who is a person like you and me, with a whole future ahead of him. However, at the age of 9, what appeared to be an ordinary flu ended up in an acute laryngitis, which led to him becoming voiceless for the rest of his life. That is why we decided to create Alphasense, which is a cloud-powered system that seeks the social integration of people who suffer from mutism and or deafness through the granting of an assistance tool to facilitate their communication. Alphasense serves as an intelligent interpreter through artificial intelligence, facial recognition, and various other components for the best detection of movements, and thus gives interpretation with the best possible precision and quality. All the above is embodied in lenses with cameras and sensors that detect facial gesticulations and translate them into the needed output, whether text or sound on a device.
This system has several stages during its development, including facial therapies for gesticulation of the language needed and constant meetings with the affected group for the continuous improvement of the software based on the real needs of the users. Alphasense, being a disruptive and innovative project, becomes difficult to match, and therefore there's currently no direct competition in the market, more than some other projects. However, these ones focus on people without impaired abilities and not for those who really need it. If the award is won, the resources will be used for the development and research of the system according to the real continuous needs of the client, as well as exponentialize our positioning in the market, making ourselves known, allowing us to access new financing and continue developing our venture, all in an estimated time up to 9 months.
But why us? Well, we're two entrepreneurs studying at Tecnológico de Monterrey, Axel Mondragon, in the business area, and me, Alberto Navarrete, in the technological area, and ideator of the project itself. We are convinced of the transformation and social inclusion that this can achieve in the transcendence of these people. In addition, together, we have experiences and certification in competitions with companies such as TrepCamp, Grupo Salines, Inc. Monterrey, Accenture, JP Morgan Chase & Co., and Tecnológico de Monterrey, among others. With Alphasense, we transform one life at a time. Help us to help.
Thank you very much, Axel and Alberto. Now we have 3 minutes with our judges.
Felicidades, Axel y Alberto. Si quieren, empiezo yo. Se ve que le han puesto mucho esfuerzo a esto, pero la pregunta concreta que tengo es, si esta tecnología la quieren embeber en estos lentes que interpretan señales o gestos, ¿cuál es el impacto que tiene para la persona que tiene estas restricciones en su habla o en su escucha? ¿Cómo se comunica con ella?
Bueno, el modelo de los lentes es uno de los prototipos establecidos y el lente tiene the lenses, sorry, because it's in
I'm sorry.
the lenses have some type of sticks expanding the exposure of the face, and those sticks have cameras to see the facial movements and gestures of the person. This project is for the person itself to communicate to other people, right? Because there are some other projects that help the other people to communicate with them. What we want to do is to integrate them into the society, because actually this sector of the population is pretty much discriminated and is something that is noticed but just ignored. So, yes.
Thank you.
Of course.
I have one question. Who is the competition in the world for you?
Okay. You want to?
Well, we know some competence that is from other parts of the world, but that competence it's like more focused on, as we just said, in the people that don't have this type of problems. And that competition focus more on help, like to facilitate this process of communication with the people affected, and not the other way around. So here our main difference is that. So
in addition to my partner Axel, in MIT in 2016 was developed sign-aloud globes that was a machine learning system to interpret sign language, right? But this project was not accepted by the community because sign language is not only about signs, right? It's more than 3 components involving the sign, the position, and the direction. So,
but what is the problem in this company doing the same, like that what you are doing or what doing in this moment?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
What is the problem from this company, from this competition, doing the same that you want doing?
It's not really the exact same. The problem with them is that during their validation, they do it like only in the surface, and we already did that validation, and the community, the affected ones, told us that it's more that our project it's like more approachable because it understands the body language and translate into this text or sound, so it's like more understandable.
As my partner Axel said, the MIT project was only thought for the needs that the developers thought. right? And we have already...
Time.
Oh,
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
thank you, Alberto and Alex.
Okay, now our next participant, LabGo. Your 3 minutes start now.
The world's most powerful weapons to change the world, but nowadays it's facing a problem. There are not platforms that can actually inspire the new generations. And there is a huge problem. In Mexico, 2.2 million students do not go to school because of the lack of this interest. Since 2012, Mexican students have scored lower than the average in the PISA test, and more than 30 million kids were affected by the pandemic. We needed to do something, and we need to do something that can create a value within. We created LabGo. LabGo is a subscription model of science and technology experiments for kids in Mexico. Every month, users receive a LabGo, a box with the material needed to create awesome STEM experiments connected with our digital platform. Our solution is based into 5 points. A subscription model. Every month, LabGo changes the topics and the material with it. Decentralized STEM education. Create learning experiences. Have a purpose of impact. Be accessible and scalable. We're a B2C commerce and a membership. Every month, users receive the material, the access to the platform, exclusive price, the support, and shipping. We have made over 10,000 pesos within 6 months in different experiments, and we have shipped LabGos in different states in Mexico. Actually, we have been asked if we can ship LabGos to different regions of Latin America, such as Peru, Colombia, Chile, and Argentina. We're the most creative edtech startup of 2020 by impact of Mexico City and City Banamex, and we're one of the 100 promising pre-seed startups of Latin America by Platzi. And we have been recognized by this institution because of our purpose of impact and our mission. We're a team with the skills and the purpose of impact that we need to create this awesome project. LabGo has created so many memories with it. And with the help of our mentors, we can create and reach our next goal. So together, we can inspire the future. Join us at labgosteam.com.
Thank you very much, Carlos. Now we have 3 minutes with our judges. Please go ahead.
Carlos, do you have an idea? I'm assuming you're at an idea stage, but as you're modeling this, do you know what will be the price point for this solution as a revenue generating model for you?
Yeah. Can you hear me right?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, actually, we're between a line. We're between a toy and a platform. So our price point was gathered because of our competition LCS. So in order to create a price point, we first need to validate that price point and be able to our capex to be the same. So we analyze with data what's the best solution with it, and we arrange our price point at 450 pesos per month with all this equipment within.
Chema, tuyo.
Yep. Hi, Carlos. What are the business lines derived from this model? Do you have?
Currently, one, the membership, right? So
it's the only line of business model?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Ron?
Yes, Carlos. Why now? Why do you think this solution or this product or this service is good from the world now in this moment? Why now?
Well, actually, Labo was born in 2019. The pandemic hit in 2020, so we started with zero. We thought about it in the past because our co-founders have experienced different STEAM programs, right? Science and technology. So why now? Currently, there are 2 players in the United States and in UK called Mel Science and KiwiCo. They have sold more than $100 million. And to see our way in the future, we look towards creating a platform for Mexico and Latin America. So first of all was the market opportunity, and currently there's no anything like it. So we'll put like an example, Mi Alegría, but Mi Alegría is just a toy. It's not creating a value towards making like hands-on learning experience with digital learning, right? So, and then the market cap, the opportunity, the pandemic changed everything. So we are the solution that we can create.
Time.
Okay, thank you. So our next participant is Dario. Your 3 minutes start now.
Hi everyone, my name is Carlos Rodriguez. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Dario Technologies. Did you know that an aircraft has to be inspected before each flight, and that in these inspections there can be a high margin of error due to human factors or caused by the environment? Visual inspection procedures have not evolved since the beginnings of commercial aviation. They are expensive processes, time-consuming, there is a high risk for the personnel involved. The aerospace sector is one of the most money-moving in the world. We are talking about a $170 million industry only in Latam, imagined around the globe. At Dario, we want to help people like you, who travel every day, that you can do it in a safer way. That is why we developed the only intelligent inspection platform capable of identifying surface defects on aircraft autonomously and efficiently. Using drones and artificial intelligence is how we carry out inspections. Our software was also developed for aircraft management. Our business model had 3 types of income: annual license, on-demand inspections, and training client person in the use of drone for inspections. We differentiate ourselves by creating inspections 3 times faster than the competition, providing greater security to the inspectors and personnel involved. In the same way, helping our learners reduce costs by more than 40%. We started in March 2020, and today we have carried out a pilot test with more than 10 aircraft analyzed and more than 500 defects found with their AI algorithm. Here you can see real images of how we carry out inspections. On the left side, you can see the homepage of our platform, where the client can see the monitoring of all their aircraft. And in the right side, you can see the PDF format the client uses for record defects. We are forecasting to start sales this year and to start commercial airlines next year. If we are the lucky ones of winning this prize, we will divide it as follows: 30% on research and development, 30% in operating expenses, and the other 30% in customer acquisition. Our executive team is made up of myself and Carlos Mendoza, our CTO. And as pioneers in this tech, we are confident we will be able to increase safety in the aerospace industry. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Carlos. Now we have 3 minutes with our judges. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
What is the problem that you're solving? I don't understand this.
Okay, thank you for your question. The traditional method for doing the inspections right now is risky for the inspectors. They take a lot of time, like 3 to 7 days to do an inspection, and it is very expensive to do the inspection because of the equipment and the personnel they need. So with our technology, we are doing a cheaper and faster way to do this inspection.
But let me add to that, and I'll make my question as well, Carlos. I think that airplanes go through damage as they fly, because materials go into with stresses that could create fractures, and those fractures could become a very big hazard that could become an accident as you start to fly again. So here my question is, what can drive more demand for you? Is it a regulatory need, or is it more the and also what type of, who's your customer? Is it the owner of the plane, or is it all of these service providers that do all the inspections and do the overhauls of the motors for each aircraft?
Okay, thank you for your question. an advantage we have to working of this in this industry. It's so methodical. So we are giving the inspector a tool for doing a more efficient work. So we need to follow a protocol to do this inspection. We need to enter to that online protocols, but we are only giving a tool. It is like a mean to an end. So, and the customers or segment customers, it is the owner of their plane. It could be one. There is commercial airlines, there is cargo airlines, there is private airlines, government, airports, and in the future, space rocket companies.
Carlos, in your commercial strategy, with which segment do you start?
Thank you. Right now, we are starting with a cargo airline. We are doing the pilot test with a cargo airline who has a fleet like about 60 airplanes, and they are very interested in working with us. So we are hoping to close a deal with them by the end of this year. So our first segment is the cargo airline that we are working for.
Time.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Carlos. So now we're going to move to our next category, which is the early stage. Please welcome our finalists. Our first participant is going to be Manshop. You have 3 minutes.
The problem we see has two variants. The economic landscape that we see in Latin America that has led buyers to seek for cheaper options to buy fashion. And on the other hand, they pursue an additional income earning activities such as selling their garments. We also have the sustainability part, and this is because fashion is responsible for 10% of the CO2 emissions that we produce. It also funnels more money towards modern day slavery than any other industry besides tech. So consumers are searching for new ways to buy in a more sustainable and ethical way.
The solution that we found is a marketplace for both fast fashion and premium pre-owned garments. Seller can send their clothes and skip all the hard work. So we actually take care of all the process for them so that selling is easier than ever. On the other hand, buyers can shop online curated secondhand pieces at a low cost and with the premium customer experience that usually would photography.
We aim to create a vertically integrated business units that will be able to solve and connect all the points in fashion industry, starting from our marketplace resale platform, going down to our reutilization of textiles.
So why now? The resale industry is booming right now. It is expected to grow 5 times in the next 5 years, and Gen Z is powering this growth. 80% of them say that there is no stigma to buying used fashion at all.
The projected market size we see for Mexico, Brazil, Colombia, and Argentina is $11 billion US. And watching the 5x growth rate, we can see a 2026 market size of $55 billion US.
We have been fully operating for over a year now, and we've had a very strong traction. So we have more than 7,000 items in inventory right now. We've dispatched almost 2,000 orders, and we have over 400 sellers from all over Mexico. We have a very strong social media following, and it's been almost all organically, so we have a very low acquisition cost.
Our consignment business model allows us to grow without an exhaustive amount of capital. It also helps us reduce risk. In order to scale, we would only need to invest in a bigger team in order to develop our core process technology and improve our marketplace platform.
The next steps for the following years is mainly, right now we really want to position ourselves as the leaders in Mexico, and then we want to start operations in Brazil, and then Colombia and Argentina, and for the next 10 years become Latin America's closet.
Our passionate, talented young team is prepared and willing to do everything we need to in order to achieve these milestones.
We have had luck to work with very strong companies such as Huawei and Mass Challenge as our strategic partners, and we would really love to add you to that list so you can help us grow. Thank you very much, and you can learn more about us at moonshop.mx.
Thank you very much, Erika. Now we have 3 minutes with our judges. Please go ahead.
Why you think you can win the World Cup into?
Okay, so we have a problem that is very important right now because it hits both the sustainability and ethical part of fashion. So fashion is something that we all consume, right? Everyone uses fashion. Whether you love fashion or you don't, you have to use clothing. Right now, the way that we consume clothing all over the world is really impacting our environment, and also in an ethical aspect, there's a lot of exploitation around fashion. So we really want to help fix that and to find a more sustainable way to do that. We're a team of very driven, passionate people. We really care about this subject. We've studied a lot about it, and we've been operating for over a year, and we already have a lot of people buying from us, selling their clothes with us. We have 400 sellers in our site from all over Mexico. We've sold more than 2,000, well, we've dispatched more than 2,000 orders. And so we believe that we have a very strong traction going on, and people are seemingly very interested in this, and we really want to grow this. And so we would love to have your help to do that.
That Manshop win with Mexico in the World Cups.
Sorry?
Manshop, with your startup, win the World Cup in Mexico. Okay.
Erika, quick question. Have you been able to identify your unit economics, and is it a sustainable business model?
Yeah. So this is actually a business model that has already been proven hugely successful in the US. There's a business model that is extremely similar, which is called ThreadUp. They're very big right now. They've been operating for many years, and they've been very successful at it. And so right now we do have a good gross margin, and we think that if we continue to grow, we'll be able to hold this and actually be profitable. And so we believe that, yes, it can be a very sustainable business model, and especially because of the consignment business model that we have, where we don't pay the sellers for their clothes until that item is sold.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't hear you, Chema.
Sorry. The main challenge do you have is the community of sellers. How are the activities? What are the activities do you doing today?
Okay, so we actually, when we were just starting out over a year ago, we thought that getting sellers would be the hardest part. And it turned out to be the easiest part of the business, because it turns out that a lot of women want to sell their clothes. They have so many clothes in their closet that they want to sell. And so we actually haven't been putting that much effort into gaining sellers, because they just come in by themselves. We, of course, want to start doing that. But right now, the thing that appeals the most about Moonshop is that we're different from other platforms because we do all the work for them. Right now, if you're in Mexico and you want to sell your clothes, you probably have to take a photo of them, put a pricing on it, connect with buyers, like make the transaction, meet them somewhere. Here, you send us your clothes, we take care of everything for you. So we price the items, we do the, we hand select the items, we take professional product photography, upload it to the site, even take product photography with models so that it looks better on the site and it's more appealing. So you don't have to do absolutely anything. And so I think that's why it's so appealing to sellers.
Time.
Nice.
Thank you, Erika.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Erika. So our next participant is pro in the music. So you have 3 minutes.
Understand business as a musician is a headache. By the way, I'm a professional musician, and I had a band a few years ago, and in less than 6 months, we were playing in front of thousands of people and touring all around Mexico and making money with our music. But make a living from the music, artists find it almost impossible. And know what to do to keep growing? It's a big problem. That's why with Mario, Toy, and my dream team with more than 35 years of experience creates Pro in the Music. Everything you need to know about the music industry and how to make business with your music. We train and advise artists at different stages of their career. Through our app, artists could find personalized goals and the tools to achieve them, as well as to keep track of their social metrics, tailor opportunities, and a marketplace of services around the music industry. Everything in one place. Unlike other companies, we measure the growth of artists and give tailored opportunities. With that, we could offer fast growth in less than 2 years. We have artists that start making money in less than 12 months. It's insane. Since we launched on April, we've been closing partnerships and deals with different companies around the music industry to make a better audience for our community. We have artists from different places in Mexico, in Latin America, and we're looking for potential investors to continue growing and make available pro indie music for more artists, managers, and labels. Pro indie music is the future of the music industry and a way to understand music business fast and easy. Join the band.
Thank you very much, Marcelo. Now we have 3 minutes with our judges. Please go ahead.
Marcelo, thank you. What's the size of your community actually right now?
Launch of our app on April, we have been growing like 200%. Right now we have 376 artists from Mexico and different countries in Latin America.
Can you briefly show us a case of an artist that has found value in becoming part of your community?
Yeah, for example, there's an artist that has, I think, 52,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. For the music industry, that's really important. And he came from 52,000 to 62,100 monthly listeners in 3 months with a strategy we create for him for TikTok, for example. There's another artist that has 1,000 streams in 3 weeks, and with us, he made 35,000 streams in 1 week. So the main problem is artists don't understand how to do the things. So with our guidance, they could have everything they need to success in step by step, right? Not to be success like full of money, just have everything they need.
How it works your business model, Marcelo?
We have two types of business model. One is a monthly subscription, and it could be paid monthly or yearly. And at the same time, we have different personalized services, and we charge 20% of each commission of each service we provide.
Okay.
We're exploring other models because there's been a lot of interested about us from labels and different managers. So right now we're exploring a B2B model also.
Okay.
Yeah.
Marcelo, what is your dream? What is the vision of this project in the world? Globally.
Yeah, that's really touchy for me because I'm a musician. Like, I've been dreaming that artists could live from their music and democratize democratize music industry for independent artists, because there's a lot of money in the music industry, but there's just for a few of them, and we're trying to get that little bit of that money to independent artists so they could have a good living making music.
You can show this, and then your next pitch is, I think, is so important that think what is your dream, what you want doing with all this, because the impact is big impact, but you need to show this.
Time.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you very much, Marcelo. So our next participant is going to be BioGrip. You have 3 minutes.
My name is Roman Segura, and I'm part of the BioGrip team. And I want to tell you a story. Imagine for a moment that you don't have your hands anymore, and most of the tasks you used to do are no longer possible. How would you feel about knowing that despite all the great technology advancements, your options to regain mobility in your life are extremely limited? 10 years ago, Jose's life changed forever. He lost both his arms in an accident, forcing him to go through a long process of physical but mainly emotional recovery. Like him, every 30-second, one person loses a limb somewhere in the world due to illness or accident, and only 5% of those people have access to functional prosthetics. We want to change this. We started by developing a multi-group bionic arm with a state-of-the-art technology, which allows people to gain high-precision mobility at the same cost as a traditional mechanical prosthetic. BioGrip makes the rehab process much faster due to the sensors we've developed. These sensors translate the body signals with the help of AI, allowing the person to control the bionic hand in a matter of minutes. By using BioGrip arm, who says he's able to shake hands again, use touch screens, lay a hold of hard manipulated objects, right, and most importantly, hold his wife's hand again. This bionic arm helps people regain their independence, feeling comfortable and more secure. The BioGrip technology has been developed by our team. We do not use any third-party components. And Jose has been our ambassador in the development process, helping us to understand the most important needs and value propositions that must be covered, such as emotional toll, aesthetic design, and the ease of use. Our business model is based in creating solid commercial agreements with prosthetic clinics, rehab centers, hospitals, and we have made the need to offer this bionic affordable product to their patients. Our team provides training, certification, and the following sale of the bionic device. I'd like to encourage associations to support and carry our bionic rehab donation programs. In Mexico and Latin America, bionic rehab is almost no. The global robotic prosthetic market has valued at $1.1 billion in 2020. Current multi-group bionic devices vary from $35,000 to $100,000, a price range that is not so suitable for anyone. We are working to set the BioGrip price to 10% of that, meaning we're looking to set the price range to around $4,000, which is a very similar price to a traditional mechanical prosthetics. The BioGrip team is made up of a couple of persons, Israel Gonzalez, the CEO, orthoprosthetic Francisco Gonzalez, Chief Marketing Officer Guillermo Romero, and myself, which together we seek to transform, accelerate the bionic industry to make it affordable, placing at service for developed countries. Today, you can change people's life with BioGrip, so great humans like Jose can hold their loved one's hands again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Roman. Now we have 3 minutes with our judges. Please go ahead.
Roman, I have a question.
Sure.
Do you have industrial property like patents, utility models, or similar?
That's exactly one of the stages we are right now. We are patenting a couple of things. The first part is a sensor, which is the way we are listening to the body. One of the main focuses of our product is being able to listen to the body. Imagine that the difference between a regular product and ours is the difference between hearing a song with this audio devices and hearing a song with these audio devices. So we're focused on this. Right now, we are working on the local patent in Mexico, and in the future, we will be working on the US patent, but that's on the go.
Okay.
If you also the process, there is a process where you put this as a kind of sleeve. So the design for the sleeve is also part of the patent. The design of the software is also in progress, and there is a structure that comes. This goes inside the structure, which becomes the arm, which is we are also working on the production process for that patent as well.
Okay, thank you. Thank you,
Roman, I have first, congratulations. Second, what you just said about being able to learn and communicate with the body, that's something that has a lot more implications than just the prosthetics,
Yes.
Because as we move into more and more automated and digitized world, I think that learning to communicate even without touching a screen is something that will end up having a huge impact on how we interface with our surroundings. Have you thought about this in your analysis and what you have created?
Yeah, we're working with the team, with Israel, with Guillermo, with Eduardo. Right now, what we have is just the first step is listening to the body, because there are different reactions. So there are people that lost a limb because of an accident, but there are also people that they were born that way. So the type of signals they have is totally different, and it's different for a kid and an adult, and it's different for everyone. So being able to personalize that hearing to each particular person what it gives you is the power of personalizing the experience they have with the hand. So in other words, they can personalize the movements that are more common to them. So, for example, for an adult, it might be a little bit more common to have a cell phone. Maybe for a kid, building things. So each person will have a different experience. Now, this is the first part. The second part is how can we return that feedback to the body? So in that place, we haven't explored that part. That's like version 10. But the haptic reaction of touching something and that feeling of something going back to the body, which is, I believe that's what you're trying to say, that will be kind of a second place, or it's not a second place, but it's in the future, in the roadmap, because we want the body to be able to say something and to listen to something.
Time.
Thank you very much, Roman.
Thank
So
you.
now we're going to move to our last category, which is the growth stage. So please welcome our finalists. The first one that's going to present is getting. So you have 3 minutes.
My name is Annabelle, CEO and co-founder of Getting. Physical stores are facing a complicated challenge. The control of many stores is difficult. They have never known how many people walk outside their store, and they don't have accurate data to make decisions. Today, brands with a lot of stores must have an optimal control of them because the risk of losing money is high without the right data insights. And also, the old belief that the store success only depends in the amount of sales is false. It promotes taking wrong actions based on perceptions. Getting provides the best-in-class solution to measure traffic in stores with an interactive platform and insights to make immediate actions to implement. And we are the bridge between the digital and physical world. Our metrics are walkers. It refers to the number of people walking outside the store. Visitors, it refers to the number of people that are inside the store. With these two metrics, we obtain the attraction rate. This refers to how attractive is the store for customers. And also, we connect our technology with an API to our client system to obtain the number of tickets, number of products, and sales per hour. So we can calculate the conversion rate, and in that way, we can know how many customers buy. These are some images of the platform, and you will be wondering, how do we do it? We connect this small device in stores. This requires access to an electrical plug and internet modem. It is a plug and play. We capture the Wi-Fi signals from the cell phones. Our system processes that information and displays it in our platform. We consider one cell phone as a unique person. Once our device is connected in the store, we teach the antenna to understand the size of the store. In that way, we can know when a person are inside the store. And in the same way, we measure the hall outside the store and we can count the people passing by. We charge a monthly fee for each device in a store. It is a mandatory contract of 1 year, and that includes access to the platform with unlimited users. The price is $35 to $70, depending on the size of the store. We began in operations in 2016. Technology is developed by us and we own it. We have presence in Panama, Costa Rica, Argentina, Guatemala, Chile, Peru. Our churn rate is 2%. And we have 120 clients with 2,700 stores. These are our sales. These are some of our clients. And I have two founding partners. Francisco is the CCO and Matias, our CTO. In the team, we have our data science and 2 developers who lead the IT team. In total, we are 33 team members. Our competitors have been in the industry for more than 20 years. Despite this, Getting has managed to be a leader in a short time because Getting has the most affordable price, accuracy, easy installation, and it is the only technology that can count walkers outside the store. Getting is focused on cover the Mexico market and as a second step, the Latin America retail market. And we are raising a capital round of $1 million. Our next goal is focused on acquisition of more than 1,800 new customers. And second, we want to develop artificial intelligence on the platform to give recommendations by a store. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Annabelle. Now we have 3 minutes with our judges. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
What you sell more, the hardware or the software? What is the business model? More from the hardware, from the product, or from the software, from the service?
It's more from software, not for the hardware. In fact, the hardware, we don't charge for hardware. It is included in the service.
Okay, but what's happening if tomorrow change this technology or this service?
That's a good question. We are already prepared to have like another technology. We create this understand of the input of the information. In that way, if we need another hardware, we already have like ideas from new hardware, but we charge for these hardware, I think.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Annabelle.
Hi.
Who are your main customers, and what is their average ticket size?
Okay, our main clients right now, it's like shops, like in Mexico it calls tiendas especializadas, and also like Autoconveniencia, Oxxo, Telefónica, Movistar. We are like focused in this market right now, but as a second step, we want to have like big like supermarkets.
And your average ticket size?
It depends on the number of stores, but we charge the price, like I said, $35 per device. But it depends, because we have customers like ask us for have two or five devices in one store.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Annabelle, quick question. And let's hope we get more people, more traffic in front of stores soon due to the current situation. But what will be the value equation for your customers? For every dollar that they pay you, how much more they make?
Right now, our customers want to know more about the efficiency in the stores, and more because of the situation that we are living, COVID. And we know that a physical store is not going to be dead. In fact, it's going to be a change, because the customer, it will be buying first in the cell and then in a physical store. And that's why our clients need to know how is the process of buying for a person. That's the value that they are looking for right now. Because in e-commerce, they have a lot of information to take decisions, but in a physical store, it's difficult. And that's why they need to know how is the operation of the stores. This is the value that they are seeing right now.
Time.
Thank you, Annabelle.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Annabelle. Our next participant is Muro Legal. Your 3 minutes start now.
Is well, but be certain is much better when you must take an important decision. My name is Aaron, and my team and I have been incredible tool to minimize risks when commercial, financial, or personal decision must be taken. Muro Legal is an algorithm with ultimate in technologies. They collect from 117 public information sources. The average fraud cost in Mexico is 500,000 Mexican pesos. Muro Legal is the first Mexican legal tech in LATAM available to collect public information only in 5 minutes, accessing more than 550 millions of legal incidents since 1996. We have been created a user experience to anyone with a smartphone can easily get any kind of information. For example, who is your daughter get married to? Who is selling or buying your car or home? And the best thing, you don't need to be a lawyer. Muro Legal is able to pay with bank transfer, credit or debit card. You can find us in more than 35,000 of sales points like Oxxo, 7-Eleven, and Chedraui. And the cryptocurrency will be the new future. Our big challenge as a startup is to handle our Mexican and global customers. Reduce legal costs because we want to protect your family, your business, and your own privacy or legality. Will you become associate or partner? Consult legal status. Will you buy, sell, or rent your property? Check and protect your legacy. Are you looking new employees? Check status. This and more, get in Muro Legal.
Thank you very much, Aaron. Now we have 3 minutes with our judges. Please go ahead.
Thank you.
Aaron, este es un tema, sorry, Aaron, this is a very important topic. The rule of law and the legal conditions in which we operate in countries like Mexico have a lot of challenges. And
Yes.
and having invested in several fintechs that provide loans or we have been basically surprised by the creativity of people that end up playing us. How often is this information updated and how accurate it is?
Yes, the price for legal incidents is just $18 plus tax. And if we have a package, we have packages to 500 legal incidents, and the price is $9 plus tax. And all that information we collect in 4 minutes.
But are you able to identify people that they change constantly their numbers, they change constantly the assets they own, they change constantly the name on which their properties are, because those are the type of people that normally are constantly moving. They're moving targets, no? And they provide you with some information to try to get a loan, and then they basically disappear.
Yeah, that's a good comment. Right now, for example, Muregal, the algorithm just collect public information. So, for example, we don't check data sensibly, like, for example, who is the name of the properties. We don't check the properties to be exactly. We check more than legal incidents. For example, if someone buy a house and they sell it and they did a fraud, we and that information are public. If you check in some state of Mexico, you can check that is public information, but we collect just not in we collect the not per source. We collect in 170 source. We check in 117 source at the same time, and then we publish just that information that we collected. We don't collect data sensible like court, like name of properties, like how many house they have. We check more than legal incidents.
How can you doing Muro Legal more global? Because each country, each city in the world, the legal things, the legal process, the legal regulation is different. In this competition, are looking for more startup global. I understand that the problem in the Mexico is big problem with this solution that you have, but the problem, me question is how can you doing or show what you can do in global thing with the Muro Legal?
Right. Thank you, Ron. Yes. For example, right now we are working with the algorithm because we're collecting more other global sources, like, for example, from Spain, like Blacklist Spain, like Blacklist in United Kingdom. The more researchers in America, the more researchers in Colombia. So that's more than global, like startup. We are working into collect more global public information source, and then collect just for $18 in the same report.
Time.
The first you need change the name because Muro Legal is like a Spanish name.
Okay.
Thank you very much, Aaron, for your presentation. So this was our last project presented because unfortunately, the last member didn't arrive to our transmission. So I want to congratulate all the participants. These presentations were very, very interesting. So I want to also thank the distinguished jury for being here today. and for your valuable comments. I'm going to kindly ask you to go to the deliberation room. So please, the judges, you can access now to the link that was the last one in our private chat. And to our audience and participants, we kindly ask you to wait until we have the final results. So we're going to move to the other link and we go back with the final results.
Emprendedoras y emprendedores, me da mucho gusto saludarlos. El año 20 será recordado como un parteaguas en nuestra historia reciente, ya que el mundo cambió radicalmente.
Discipline, that's a bridge for that separates your goals to ultimately your success. That's what discipline is.
That trust and vulnerability are often confused. We often think that we need to trust so that we can be vulnerable and transparent with others. Instead, it's actually the other way around. That if you can be vulnerable and transparent, you build trust.
Our world is dependent on people, scientists and inventors and even business people, all kinds of artists that do one thing and have a great focus on that one thing and improve
Ser actores de esta transformación. No solo operar por lo que está haciendo Microsoft, por lo que está haciendo Amazon, por lo que está haciendo Google. Nosotros tenemos la posibilidad no solo de usar la tecnología, sino de crearla, ser un creador, un autor.
Faith itself is just like money. It's an object of energy that we put into the flow to get what we want, even when we're making investment decisions.
De reducir cosas y enfocarnos en lo más importante. ¿Qué vas a dejar de hacer? ¿Qué vas a empezar a hacer? ¿Qué vas a continuar haciendo? Para poder crecer tu compañía en sus tiempos difíciles.
Thank you for your patience and congratulations to our participants. We've made it till the end, and I'm sure that your projects will have an impact in our society if you don't step down. And now we'll finally know who the winners by category are.
Okay, so with the higher score and the one that is going to be representing Mexico is the team of BioGrip. Congratulations. And for the idea stage, the team that has been chosen by the jury is going to be Daerio. And for the growth stage, it's going to be the project Get In. So congratulations, everyone. So while we're waiting for the winners, let's talk about what the prize is. These top 100 global finalists will have access to the US 75 million of in-kind service and support, including for service providers like AWS, Segment, Brex, HubSpot, and more. They also have a chance to compete for a share of $1 million in cash prizes at the EWC Global Finals in Riyadh. Also, they are having access to any Inc. Monterrey call they want to participate in. And for all entrepreneurs that participated at the EWC Mexico, they are having also free access to Inc. Monterrey Virtual Festival, which is going to be on November 8th to 10th. So congratulations, everyone. Let's wait to our participants to get here. So while we wait the team members to join us here, the jury, how was the delivery process? Was it easy or was it a little bit hard for you?
It's always hard to deliberate because you want all the entrepreneurs to get support.
Hello, sorry about getting a little bit late. Just we were really excited and jumping around. So.
Congratulations!
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, and thank you to the judges and to all of the teams. There are great stories behind all of this, and you know, everybody has been really supportive. Over here we have the main dreamer, which is Israel. He's the reason why we are all here. So thank you, Israel.
Thank you,
Guillermo.
Thanks so much.
Eduardo, and Mr. Jose, and all the ambassadors over there. They have been great to us, and we really thank them, because without them we couldn't be here with you guys.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We are very excited that you can represent our country.
We are
Carlos. Congratulations, Carlos.
Thank you very much to all.
We are very excited that you can represent our country. Carlos. Congratulations, Carlos.
Thank you very much to all.
We are very excited that you can represent our country.
Carlos, someone has your Zoom open. Okay. Yes, that's what we were hearing. And we're just waiting for Annabelle so we can congratulate you all.
Well, while Annabelle joins, you're going to, Annabelle is here now. So the three of you are going to be. You're going to. Annabelle is here now.
Thank you.
So the three of you are going to be. You're going to. Annabelle is here now.
Well, congratulations to our winners. Thanks to our distinguished jury, the audience, and once again, our participants. It's been an interesting journey. Let's continue building our entrepreneurial ecosystem together. See you next year.
Congratulations, everyone. Good luck.
Thank you.
Congratulations. See you.
Make us proud.
Please.
Yeah,
Make us proud.
That's all.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.